Gentlemen, week 3 video. This is my first time ever doing a video, so we're going to see how this shit goes. Alright, a lot of trash talk coming from Lewis already, so we're going to have to solve that real quick when he trades away the rest of his team. Alright, so first thing, let's go over last week's matchups. First one was me and Sage. Close game. Sage obviously got the win. He had a couple players have some great games. Julio, Lockett, Ingram, always they scored about 30 apiece. Kind of sucked. I had one solid player, Keenan Allen, dropped 46. Other than that, pretty lackluster. Matt Ryan threw another interception, so that's 5 on the season. Solid. I had a couple players on the bench that did all right. Shepard had about 30 and Olsen 26. I guess I should have played them. Next matchup was Nate and Mark. I had Nate winning this all the way. I don't really like Mark's team at all. Nate, Kamara, and Waller had great days. Mark, the only player he really had that did all right was Brady. It only had like 24 points, I think. Next matchup, Lewis versus Dan. I had Lou winning. Dan's team didn't look too great. He made some trades, though. He's starting to look a little bit better. But Lou, you had Mahomes, who always seems to have a 30-plus point week. CMC had another great week, and Cooper Kupp went off. Dan, you had Aaron Jones, who did all right. He had the 2 TDs. I think he had like 19 total yards, though, so watch out for Jamal Williams. Next one was Andrew and Kevin. I had Kevin winning this. I do like Kev's team a lot. Andrew's team isn't bad, but I just had Kev pulling this one out. Andrew didn't really have anyone break out in this game, which I think kind of hurt him. Kevin had Watson and Cooper have some pretty decent games. The next one was Billy and Zach. Had Zach winning this. Billy, besides your running backs, really don't have anyone. You overvalue players, and you don't want to make trades. Bill, you had Dalvin Cook, who's doing great this year. Great pickup. Nard, you had Wilson, Lindsey, Thielen have great games. You also had Daniel Jones on the bench, backup, who did pretty well. Next one was Weston and Holmes. I actually had Holmes winning this game. Weston's team did pretty much nothing, nothing spectacular anyways. Holmes, you had Ingram and Chubb, who had some great games. Ingram had 2 or 3 TDs. So that was last week's matchups. Quickly, let's go over this week's matchups. I'm with Lou. Lou, just keep the trash talk, man. I love it. Love it. I'm going to take myself to win this week, Lou, so go fuck yourself. I think I made a trade with Dan. Might not have been the best trade. I got a running back out of it, but Lou, your team's strong. I just think you're going to struggle this week. Nate and Sage is next. I'm going to go ahead and take Sage on this one. Sage's team looks really strong right now. I think there's really no way that Nate beats him. But you never know. So we're going to find out there. Next one is Mark and Dan. Mark, there's no way you're winning this game. We don't know if Julian Edelman's going to play. Dan has made some solid trades acquiring Eckler, which is going to be huge for him. So I think Dan takes that game. Next is Billy and Andrew. I think this one will be close. I think Andrew pulls it out. I think Dalvin Cook isn't going to have as strong as a game as he's had. And David Johnson's just not running great the last 2 games, so I think he'll be around the same. So I'm going to give that one to Andrew. Next is Kevin and Holmes. With Le'Veon on a bye, I'm going to go with Holmes. Holmes, I'm feeling it this one, man, so don't prove me wrong, please. I'm going to go with you, Holmes. Last one is Nard and Weston. Weston. I feel like I look at your team, which I'm going to do right now, and I always feel like it's solid, and then it's not. Running backs are all right. Jacobs, Henry. Odell's been hit or miss. Brown's offense has been pretty shitty. Kelsey's been solid. John Ross had a bad game. But Nard's team looks very strong. Lindsey had a great game. He just acquired Aaron Jones, which could be hit or miss with Jamal Williams now, but he's got D-Hop, Thielen, and now we got Ertz from Dan, so I think that's a solid, easy victory for Nard there. So let's see. Made up a little something here. Just something random to throw at you guys. We're going to do a little best hair situation today. See who's got the best hair, you know? I don't know. Holmes did best looks, so let's just see what I got. Starting with the bottom, Nard. Man, I think you got like that LeBron James hairline going on, so I'm not sure how much longer you're going to have your hair. So we're going to put you at the bottom. Dan, I want to put you at 11. It just seems like it's always just there. Like you don't really do anything with it. Not many cuts. It's just kind of on your head. So I'm going to put you at 11. Mark, you're always clean, just nothing exciting. Feel like you also got a little bit of recession going on in the hairline. Billy, same thing as Mark. You guys are pretty much interchangeable. Holmes, I'm going to put you at 8. Back in high school, you had the flow, man, with the hat and everything. I just feel like it's turning into a little bit of a mop. We got to clean that shit up. 7, Kasani. Always has a good cut. Nothing special. Keeps it clean. I like what he does. Nothing. No harm in being 7, Kasani. Sage. You mix it up, man. You got some style here and there. You cut it. You got it all cleaned up. So I'm gonna put you at 6. Nothing too dramatic. Put Andrew and me at 4 and 5. Pretty much similar. Kind of do like the same thing. So obviously put me at 4, but whatever. Weston, gonna put you at 3. Luscious locks half the time, man. You got to grow that shit out again. We missed that stuff back in the middle school basketball days. So I'll put you at 3. Kev, great hair, man. Just great hair at number 2. Always long, style it up. Side, dude, just can do it all. Just nothing else I can say about it. Lewis, I'm going to put you at number 1. Now, your hair nowadays is kind of short. Clean, obviously. But, you know, back in the day when you had that fro, man, there was just nothing that could beat it. So even though you don't have it anymore, I'm going to put you at number 1 just because prior hair was just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Next, guys, we're going to go to final projections. I'm do this before I do power rankings. Final projections here. Billy, 12. Don't like your team. You got 2 running backs. That's about it. Mark, I'm going to put you at 11. Your best wide receiver is Edelman. Your other wide receiver is Larry Fitz. Edelman's injured now. You do not want to make trades at all. I know everyone overvalues their players, but Jesus Christ, you overvalue the shit out of yours. Holmes, I'm going to put you at 10. This one could change. Holmes makes a lot of moves, which is great. He usually makes safe trades. I'm going to put you at 10 for now, Holmes. I think you can get up to about 6. Weston, I'm going to put you at 9. Again, man, there's just something about your team. You look at your team and you see players' names and you're like, wow, it should be a good team. I don't think OBJ is going to be that good. And, you know, Kelsey's projected 20 points every game, but he's not. I don't think he's going to hit that projection every week. Obviously not. Andrew, I'm going to put you at 8. Andrew, you know, man, just taking a look now. Royce Freeman as a backup. Obviously not great. I know you have Damian Williams on your bench. Michael Thomas, good wide receiver, doesn't have Drew Brees, not going to be as good. Sammy Watkins isn't going to perform like he did the first week. Kittle, he's always going to be solid. James Conner obviously isn't doing as well. And, you know, you got Gordon and all them, but I'm going to put you at 8. Dan Larkin, making some goddamn moves. This kid's always on the trade hunt, like Sage. Dan, I think you're making some solid trades, man. Again, you acquired Eckler. You just got James White and Allen Robinson off me. You got Delaney Walker. Another solid pickup. Christian Kirk. You got a solid team, bro. I mean, keep trading. Keep getting up there. I'm going to put me at 5. I think I have a solid team. I played some of the wrong players. My running backs were killing me. Chris Carson's killing me. Picked up Freeman, hoping he can do something. But my wide receivers are pretty solid with Keenan Allen and Davante Adams, who I think will break out eventually once Rodgers gets in a little bit of swing here. Then I got Andrews and Olsen, 2 top 5 tight ends, interchangeable, and Matt Ryan throws a lot of fucking interceptions, but he's giving me 25, 26 points a game. So I just skipped fucking Nard. So I'm gonna go back to 6. Nard, you're 6. I think your team's gone down since the beginning of the year. I don't see much action going on. You made that trade with Dan. I don't think it helped you as much as you think, because I think Aaron Jones is going to be split backs with Jamal Williams soon enough. And Thielen isn't going to hold up his touchdowns like he has been. Yeah, it's just not great. So then that was me. And then we're going to go to Kevin for 4. Kev, solid team, bro. I don't think Kev's going to make any trades. It's just how I feel. I don't think he's going to do much. I think he's going to sit right about where he is now. That's it. Put Kasani at 3. We had the fucking whatever, the AB thing. I mean, honestly, man, everyone voted, so there's really nothing else we could do about it. Holmes put it through, did a veto vote, and that's just how it comes out, bro. Got to pay attention to fantasy. It's top priority, not walking your dog, so I don't know. But Nate, you got a solid-ass team, man. Stafford, solid. Kamara, Mixon will start picking it up. Juju's going to start picking it up. I mean, you have Carson on your bench. You got Kareem Hunt if he comes back and plays. Waller's been nasty. Hooper's solid. So I think you got a good team, man. Good team. Despite having AB on your bench. He's going back to school, though, so maybe he can help you out somewhere else. 2, I'm going to put Sage. Sage, I like your team, man. Elliott, Gurley. I think Gurley's going to come around. They haven't really been utilizing him as the workhorse that he is. Julio, starting to connect with Matt Ryan. It's great for me as well. Kenny Golladay, beast. He's going to be solid. And Ingram, I just think you got a really good team, bro. I know I'm facing Lou this week, and I think he's going to get his ass beat. But Lou, I'm going to put you at number 1 for right now as a final projection. You might not be the number 1 team right now, but I think you're going to get there. Please just don't make any stupid fucking trades like you always do. That is just going to ruin your day. Other than that, I'm going to go through my power rankings quick where I think we all stand. Right now, I have my power rankings at 12, Mark, 11, Billy, 10, I'm going to put Dan, moving up though. Holmes, 9, again, I think Holmes is moving up, making some good trades. Weston, 8, I think he's going to plateau at 8, I don't think he's going anywhere else. Andrew, 7, I got myself at 6. Might get stuck there, unfortunately, if my running backs don't do anything. Kev, solid team, man. I got you at 5. I don't think you'll make any trades. I don't think you'll go any higher. Nard, 4. If anything, I think you're going to trade for the worse after you just made that trade with Dan. Sage, I'm going to put you at 3. Still solid finish for right now. Put Lewis at 2, and I'm going to put Nate at 1. I like Nate's team a lot. I think he's going to do some stupid trading, as he always does. But somehow it works out, so I'm not sure. But other than that, guys, I looked at the waivers. There weren't many pickups. I think there were a couple that I wrote down. Let's see. Wayne Gallman. Decent pickup now that Barkley's out. That's another reason why Mark's fucked. I think Dorsett's a good pickup, and Disley, I think, could be a solid pickup at tight end as well if anyone's looking for a top 10 tight end right now. Russell's throwing him all the fucking time. But all right, boys, that's it. That's all I got. I'm not as fancy as Dan and Sage and shit. I just do the Holmes. Good luck this week, bitches.